Hey guys, so I woke up and I looked at my portfolio and I noticed that it was just like everything dropped. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So one of the things that surprised me was Apple was leading the drop. I think it went down about 6% today. So I'll show you guys this. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, over here. So you see that? It just like everything went down. I think it's because of profit taking. Today is what, September 3rd. Everyone wants to kind of cash out. Yeah, so all these stocks went down, and then I saw this, and then you see the low at 121.72. I saw it go up, and then when it went down, I rebought it at I think 121.95 somewhere, wherever it went. Yeah. So so I'm averaging down for my Apple. I bought it before the split happened, so I have a buffer right now. We'll see how my little Apple goes. It's my newest acquisition compared to the rest of my stuff in my portfolio. And then one of the things that really agitates me is when I look at the stock market, they always say stuff like, "Oh, yeah, it's going down," and then you got the fear mongering going around. Oh, sell, 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 sell. I made that mistake with one of my puts. So I bought a SPY put. I think it was in April. Kind of a repressed memory over here. I was so sure that the stock market was going to go down, so I bought a put, and the stock market went up. Yep. So no more calls, no more puts for me. I know some of you guys do options. I will not do that because stock market kind of defies logic. But I do have sincere hope that this little baby will go back up. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it is. See. So there was a split, and yeah. I know this thing's gonna recover. I'm not worried about it at all. Yeah, so right now I still have a little profit. I think my profit margin is I think it was 14% or so. Yeah, 14% on this. I don't think Apple's going to go down additional 14%. I could be wrong, but even if it does go down, I will hold Apple. If I could hold JD stock, and I'm going to show you what JD stock is. So I bought this stock, JD. Listen to this. I bought this in December 2017. Where did I buy it? I bought it around. Yeah, where did it go? I first bought around December. So anyway, my average for this was 47, right? After I bought this thing, the CEO got arrested, and then I saw it drop down to and I remember I was telling people, I said, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe it." This was like the number one thing in my stock portfolio, and I was telling people like I believed in this stuff, but I won't be adding any more of the JD. Now it's at 78, so I'm at a good place. But if I could weather down JD from 47 all the way down to 19 at one point. You guys saw it somewhere. And for sure, Apple is not going to stress me out. I just hate it when I see these articles online having this doom and gloom. Yeah, this is it. This is the end, and then all the bears come out celebrating. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna recover. I believe in the long term things of a lot of my stocks. But when I was looking today, I was kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised about what went down, what didn't go down. But everything went down today. Visa went down, Walmart went down, Amazon went down, JD went down. JD went down. Everybody went down, but it will go up. We'll see how it goes. I was telling Lewis that I'm slowly adding to my Apple. So I'm adding a little when it goes down, and if it goes even more down, I'll add a little bit more. But if it goes up, happen. Probably won't add. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm at that place with Apple. I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried about anything with Apple. I do believe that Apple has a really strong cult. I do believe that Apple long term, it's a good company. People are gonna buy the stuff regardless of what happens, right? People are gonna be buying Apple products. I can guarantee you my next computer will be a MacBook. It will be a MacBook, and I will tell Lewis, I'll be like, yeah, technically I need to buy an Apple product because I need to support my stock. If I don't buy an Apple computer, then it would not be very how would I say it? Patriotic. Apple patriotic. Yeah, I love Apple so much. I wish I had bought it earlier because I've been using Apple products since what, 2012? And goodness, if I only had bought into the stock back then. Yeah, I'm a really big Apple fan too. But I only like their MacBooks. I don't want an iPhone. I don't want one of those Apple Watches. I don't want any other gadgets or yeah, I just like my MacBook and that's it. So next computer, I have to buy a MacBook. It might not be a new one. It probably won't be a new one. It'll probably be an older model, but just gotta represent my little stock. Hey, did you know high voltage uses a one 286? Yeah, your moderator uses a 2012.
Remove his moderation.
What? No way. No way. I'm pretty sure Haha uses a MacBook too now that I think about it. Yeah. Oh, 2014, 2015, 13-inch Retina. Huh? No, 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 no. Yeah, I was seeing the stocks and they were just going up. You guys might have seen like the crazy amount that Amazon was going up, Walmart was going up. Walmart, I think they just announced basically like their competition to Amazon Prime. I don't know how it's gonna be, but I don't think any, short-term depression of Walmart is gonna last very long. I've always said it this way. Like, if you believe that the situation is going to get worse, people are going to be buying more stuff online. And if people are buying more stuff online, think carefully what companies people want to support. Yeah, that's my take on it. I think that people are getting conditioned into buying certain stocks. From certain websites. I'm not going to name the websites, but people are getting conditioned to buy from certain websites, especially if they have like auto shipments coming in. You guys know that, for instance, Oriole's food comes from Chewy.com, his prescription food. I'm kind of surprised Amazon doesn't have prescription food. If they did, I would definitely move it from Chewy.com to Amazon, but Amazon doesn't have it. So we have to log into Chewy every month just to kind of double check this stuff. Yeah, but even in like New York, I can't imagine not having online shopping. Stuff like toilet paper, it might be a little bit more expensive to buy it online. However, I do not want to walk down or go on the subway with a whole bunch of toilet paper. And you know how bulky and stuff that is, right? People are trying to limit their interactions with others, certain individuals, especially the people who are immunocompromised or they're, up there in age. And, I completely understand. People need to watch out for their health first and foremost. So I think online shopping is going to be bigger. I really do believe that. Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that's going on in the stock market today is just, it's not going to last very long. So I take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. If Apple goes down, I will be buying more Apple. But I don't think it's gonna go down. Fundamentals haven't changed. A lot of this stuff is just, yeah. Actually, let's see. Hold on. One moment. Let me see something really quick. Hold on. I'm gonna double check my thing. What was my price? Come on. One moment. Okay. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I gotta check it later. But anyway, yeah. So I believe firmly in this company long term. We will see. We will see. I have a good cushion. So even though it went down 6.5%, I am not stressing out about it. I did hear that they are coming out with like a new product. You know, my memory is terrible on this stuff, but they had a really ambitious goal about selling their new product. Maybe it was the iPhone. I can't remember. But I don't see people breaking out from the Apple ecosystem. I've always said that. I can say this as a person who is an Apple product. Once I got my MacBook, I thought to myself, okay, let me see how I work with like the other products. After I got the MacBook, I got the iTouch. I don't really use the MP3 player, so yeah, I I bought a replacement for that iTouch actually. I had two different iTouches, and then of course iTouches kind of went um, out of I don't want to say out of production, but people don't really use it anymore. I never really liked the iPhone too much. It's a little too simplistic for me. I really like Android, so you always see me using an Android phone. I understand though, once people get hooked onto a certain product, they don't want to stray away from it. I know that Microsoft, what did they have? They had the Zune player around that time of the iTouch. I did not want to use that Zune player. I was like, no way. If I'm looking for an MP3 player, I want to use an iTouch because I had a MacBook at that time and everything just kind of fit in pretty well. Yeah, but you won't see me. Most likely, I will never ever get a iPhone. Yeah, but MacBook, I definitely love my MacBook. Yeah, what happened to the Zune? I remember Zune had more storage capabilities than the Touch, but they I don't know. It seems like nobody really bought that stuff, right? I don't know. I remember they discontinued it, and some people were kind of sad about it, or they're wailing like, "Oh, why is the Zune not produced anymore?" Was it the Zune? Maybe I'm forgetting it wrong, but I remember that thing was not very aesthetic looking. It looked like a brick. It was a brick, and I was just looking at it and I thought, "Ooh, I want something nice, shiny, and sleek." That was it. My little iPod Touch thingy majiggy. What was it called? Was it the iPod Touch or was it the iTouch? I can't remember. Frick, I can't remember what that MP3 player was. But that one I can't use it anymore because I remember I had it in storage for about a year or two, and then the battery just doesn't work. So yeah, it's kind of even if I want to turn it on, it can't turn on. I tried to charge it; it doesn't charge. iPod Touch. Okay, okay, iPod Touch. Yeah. Yeah, there's something with my battery on my iPod Touch that it doesn't work anymore. But that's okay because I don't use that. Oh, yeah, 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 I remember that. Do you remember like back then? I'm talking about the really, really freaking old days. You remember like Sony had this like Walkman? It's like a portable one with like a little, it looked like a mini floppy disk of sorts. You guys might know what I'm talking about. Like I remember I had one of those Sony things, portable Walkman, not Walkman, maybe not Walkman, but it had these little floppy disk sort of CD players looking majingy that goes inside of it. Mini disc. Yeah, I actually had the mini disc. I thought I was like the coolest kid ever having my mini disc. I used to put my J-pop songs on there. I'm a really big fan of GAC, GACKT. I really like his music. I still like his music, by the way. Um, I used to have all of his songs on there. I used to listen to it a lot, and yeah, it was just very nostalgic thinking about me switching things out and putting a new one in. And how funny how things have really changed, right? Now you don't need a CD player anymore. I don't really see people use record players anymore just to collect them. I mean, there is a small little niche of people who still listen to records, but most people listen to MP3 players, or you stream it, or they rip it off YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. So that was my little thing. I still have mine at home. I still have it in Hawaii. I have it in like a little pouch of sorts. I think I have it in a red Sephora pouch. But I will not get rid of my mini disc player. There's just I really liked using it. Even if I had the wired headphones going on through it, and I had to carry the little plastic case with all my little mini disc inside of it. Yeah, that was a nice thing. But yeah, so let's see here. How's everybody looking today? How's my little stock? Yeah, so it went up and then it went down, and I think it's not gonna go too much down today. We'll see. We'll see how it is on Friday. Today is Thursday. Friday, I think it will go up, but if it doesn't go up, oh well. I'm not worried about it. I really don't see this thing dropping an additional 14%. And if it does, it will recover. I'm not worried about it. It's just kind of sad when I was looking at my portfolio and I thought, whoa, what happened? What happened to my portfolio? But yeah, of course I diversified into other stocks besides Apple. I have JD. I showed you that. I have JD. I have Amazon as well. I bought Amazon. I think my average is like $1,448 or so. I bought it in around December 2017, around there. And then I added more. I remember my neighbor sold all of her Hiko stock. I think it's HE. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Is this Hiko? Yeah, Hiko. So this is Hawaiian Electric, okay? Some people in Hawaii, they freaking love this stock. My family members love this stock. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna be transparent. My average on this stock is $36. I had purchased this, I think in 2018. I remember my family really liked it, so I said, okay, I'll buy some Hiko stock. And people were telling me, they said, Erica, you gotta buy it for the dividend. The 3.87% dividend. What? So let's look at how the stock did. Okay, so it went up, right? So I bought it around 36, and then it went up, and it went up to 49, and it just progressively went down. Now I don't know too much about the stock. I don't know why it went down, but I despite holding stock in this thing, I've actually lost money over the years. I have to check if the dividend kind of offset the losses. Who knows? I don't think it did. Yeah, the whole idea behind Hawaiian Electric is it is the only electric company in Hawaii. It doesn't have any competitor, and it has a dividend. So you got people who really, really love Hawaiian Electric. I am not really a fan of Hawaiian Electric. I think I just hold on to it because I'm like, well, maybe Hawaiian Electric's gonna make a comeback someday, but I mean, like eventually it will, but it's just kind of depressing when I look at it and I'm like, ooh, I bought it at $36.50. I've been holding on to it, like holding the bag, and all I'm just waiting for is a dividend. Yeah. So I have that, and that is kind of like pushing a rock through my portfolio. Since when I see this, I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I just bought it because people said it was a reliable stock to buy, and like when I compare this Hawaiian Electric to the other stocks, it doesn't really grow much. It's stable, but it just doesn't grow much. You're really just banking on that dividend, the 3.87% dividend. Yeah, and then let's see. I bought Tesla, but here's the thing. I only bought one share of Tesla. because when I looked at it, it was so volatile. I got kind of scared, and I remember I bought it around 300 something, and then it shot up to 1,000 or so, and then it went back down to 300 something. And after seeing that huge drop, I was like, "F that! I'm not gonna buy any more Tesla." But Tesla did, I think, a split of sorts, maybe four or five. I can't remember recently. So it went up, but yeah, I I went up on that, but not very much because I was too chicken over Tesla. I'm still chicken over Tesla. I would not be buying any more Tesla stock. I know some people are like absolute Tesla fanboys, but knowing that volatility just scares me. It just scares me. I don't like Tesla. Yeah, yeah. I'm too scared about Tesla, you guys. That's the thing. Like people who, I know some people they had put their whole entire life savings into Tesla. I'm not too comfortable with Tesla. Just because I've seen it go, like I said, I saw it go from like 1,000 down to 350 something. Seeing that, I was like, ugh. And then I forget about it because I don't check my stock portfolio all the time. Sometimes Tesla makes really big gains. Sometimes they drop a lot. It's just no, 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 no. Yeah. So I have only a little bit of Tesla. Yeah, I remember when AMD was $20 a share, and I was thinking about buying more AMD, but then I was so distracted by the JD. I never noticed the AMD. Yeah. No, you know what the thing is? I was listening to one of the conference calls with Elon, and he said something along the lines of like he doesn't want to be asked stupid questions, and then the stock dropped, and this was over a year ago. When I heard that, I thought to myself, "Holy crap! Holy crap!" It would just like he is definitely a CEO that's kind of eccentric, I would say. A wild card in a sense. I, I don't know. Like he said something like his stock is too high, which I think across the board a lot of people think it's kind of high, kind of high. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable with Tesla. Just it's kind of up there, and if it goes up to $7,000 a share, great. If it doesn't, and it goes all the way down to 300 something, which I highly doubt will happen, but I just don't feel comfortable investing in more Tesla. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So when I see how Tesla is now and people say, "Oh, it went down 12%." I don't worry about it cuz I have such a big buffer, right? I have such a big buffer cuz I bought that one share back at like 350 something. So it doesn't bother me at all. Yeah. But hearing that conference call really kind of spooked me from buying any more Tesla stock. Yeah. So yeah, that is it. So yeah, my portfolio's mostly tech based. Amazon, Walmart, JD, Apple is definitely the majority over there. I really kind of lucked out with the situation because I knew that online shopping was going to get bigger over time. I just didn't expect it. I just didn't expect the situation to kind of accelerate a lot of what was going on. So that's I feel really fortunate about that. So when I see like the prices go down, or when I see it go down like 6% or 5%, I'm not too worried about it at all. But I do think that for moving forward, would I feel comfortable buying like a number of stocks? Not really. Not as much because I think we have like a period of uncertainty. I'll add gradually, but it's definitely not. I don't feel that kind of safety net. But if it does go down a lot, like if it goes down 5%, 6%, I don't mind adding more for certain stocks that I have a true belief in. JD, I will not add any more JD stock. I know some people will probably say, well, JD has a lot of potential to move up. It's like the Chinese Amazon and sorts. So many companies made so much investments into it, and I don't, it's not that I don't believe in the company truly, but it's the fact that I kind of hesitant in case there's anything with China going on. I know that stock's going to be affected right away. I've seen it happen. Whenever they mention like China trade wars, I'm like, oh, gosh. I cringe inside because I know once they mention tariffs or China trade wars, I know my JD's gonna take a hit, and it has always taken a hit whenever that news happens. So yeah, yeah. So we will see how this kind of thing happens over time. I don't believe that people should be doing, and this is just my personal opinion, of course. I don't think people should be doing options right now. I think that it's kind of scary. It's the market is kind of unpredictable, right? It might go up, might go down. Some people have been complaining online saying that they had calls and they lost their money on their calls because Apple went down so much today. Yeah, and you know what? It's you win some, you lose some. But for me, I'm kind of one of those long-term people. So I just hold on to my stock, and you can see it's very lazy in terms of my outlook on my portfolio. But I just kind of hold on to it. I look at it. If it goes up, great. If it goes down, then I just sell it off. Like Capital One COF, I sold that recently because every time I looked at it, it just pissed me off. I looked at it and I was losing money over COF. I bought it, and for whatever reason, it just wasn't very strong. I told myself, okay, screw it, Erica. Just take the money that you put into COF, throw it into Apple or other stocks, and see where it goes. And yeah, pretty much Apple has kind of offset the COF losses. Yeah, I would never ever buy COF anymore. Capital One Financial. I don't know. I think when I bought it, I looked at the chart and it didn't look too bad, but it's just been so underwhelming for me. So underwhelming. Yeah. I just do normal shares. I don't do fractional shares. I just do whole shares. But one of the things is that when I had bought a large chunk of my portfolio, it was significantly cheaper than it is now. So Amazon is, let me check Amazon's price. I think it's like 3,400 or something. Yeah, see, Amazon is at like 3,347. I kind of feel like this stuff kind of fluctuates between as low as like 3,000 to 3,500. So seeing this kind of drop, I'm like, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, see, but it's went up. It's gone up quite a bit. I know a person who actually bought Amazon when it was $200. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And they had bought it back when I was in high school. I wish, this is my thinking, I wish, you guys, when I was in high school, someone had told me, hey, Erica, think about investing in the stock market. No, like, seriously, think about it. Because if I think about it this way, like, if I had a stock portfolio back in high school, even if I just bought the safe stocks, right? Even if I could diversified into, let's say, really strong companies at the time. Let's say like Microsoft was around back then. I don't know how prominent Amazon was back in around 2002, 2003. I can't remember off the top of my head. But if I had purchased really strong companies back in the day, I mean, my portfolio would have been worth a lot more money. So that's one of the little, I don't want to say regrets that I have, but looking into hindsight, like hindsight is 2020, I wish there was more of a focus on investing. When I went to high school, when I went to college, there always seemed to be a push into like improving your skills, of course doing well on tests, but they never ever tell you about investing. Like they never ever really bring that kind of stuff up. It's just, okay, learn how to add, subtract, do calculus. It's like read history books. I wish that the schooling system taught people how to be more like financially independent or think about investing. That would have been really, really something. But I look at the school system and I see it as kind of conditioning people with the skills to be a really good employee and not really think about how to make their money grow. You guys can challenge me on this stuff, but I went to a private school. It didn't really talk much about investing. We had like an econ class, but that was kind of like, nobody really cared too much about that. I think there was like an investing club of sorts, but there wasn't like a big push on it. It was just like, oh, okay, if you want to kind of be like one of those old people, then think about that stuff. But yeah, there wasn't a priority on it, and that's one of the things that I really really wish when I was growing up there was a push on this kind of stuff. Yeah, so that was my thing. So I remember telling people that if I had a kid, right, my what I would do is when that kid is born, I would make sure that I have like a small little portfolio for the kid, even if it's just $5,000 or something, and put it into several stocks. See where that portfolio goes in 18 years. And depending on how it is, right? Maybe it'll be a sizable amount of money. If not, it'll okay, just use it as a little nest egg. So yeah, that's my thinking. If I have a child one day, I really want to uh, gift that child a stock portfolio, and that way, I hope, and my hope is that that little portfolio grows over the next 18 years, and when they do become of age, it's like, hey, here's a little gift for you, and manage it. Manage it, watch it grow, and continue investing. Yeah. I I have only I have like 5 shares of Tesla. That's it. I bought it before the split. I bought it at like 350 or so. I just bought one single share because I was too scared after some Elon conference call. But I bought it years ago. Some people they buy tens of $1,000s worth of Tesla. It's just too volatile, so I got kind of scared about it. Okay, wait till they're 25, Doug. Okay, well it's just gonna be sitting there, so yeah. I also strongly believe then. I also strongly believe that it's important to have a kid know about, hey, if you want to make money, go get a job, and see how it is investing. Like if I had a kid, I would want that kid to start getting a job when they were 15 or 16. And it's not because like I want to punish them, but I rather have them introduced to how it is to work a job at, let's say, a little cafe or a fast food restaurant. Understand how hard it is to make money. When I was in high school, I remember that I had to work at a little small chain restaurant for 2 days. Okay, I was a private school kid. So it's I didn't really have to think about money. And I know this sounds makes me sound like I was, really fortunate in a sense, and I was really really blessed. I was really lucky. My family sacrificed so much for me, you guys, and I'm always be grateful for them. But when I went to work those 2 days at that little chain fast food restaurant, it was like an L&L drive-through. If any of you guys are familiar with that in Hawaii, just imagine like they sell like plate lunches. They sell like $9 lunches with like rice and chicken and like mac salad or a little salad on the side. You know what I'm talking about. I remember distinctively how people looked at me. I remember how people treated me. And when I was taking orders at a drive-through and I had a headset on, there was this one douchebag, right? He wanted a certain thing, and because I had just started that one day, I had no idea like a certain combination was possible. Like they didn't allow shrimp and, let's say, chicken put together. He was in a BMW and he was looking at me like, you are a peasant. It's very very infrequently that I remember something like that, but the air he had about him, the way he spoke to me, it was just so like, it gave off a huge image that clearly he thought he was much better off than me, and he definitely was at that time. I don't know how it is because I've seen people in expensive cars, but they really have no money in their bank account. That's why I say that. So knowing that, I went through all that crap in 2 days, and then I get the pay, and it's something like, it was like less than $100. It was less than $100, and I looked at that, and I thought, frick, I really can't buy too much for $100. If you buy a T-shirt, it's like $25. Like this is back when I was in high school, so I wasn't very frugal around that period of time. I was just like, oh, okay, if I go to Macy's, like a pair of pants is $40, and remembering how that experience was really made me appreciate like every single penny. That's the thing. Like and I have a new, after that, like I had a really new. What is it? What? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What? Can you get the empty bottle so I can throw it away, please? You ran out of shaving cream. Okay. Did you hear that? I was like, what is it? What is it? Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so that experience made me realize that people who make minimum wage, they can be treated like absolute crap from people who don't make minimum wage. And that's one of the reasons why I try to be really kind to people who do work these kind of jobs. Like I know some people, they might think they can boss around fast food employees, or hey, these people are, they have no future, but these people are people too. And me being on the other end of that and seeing how people looked at me, seeing how people treated me, and I just worked there for 2 days, and it was off the books, by the way. I just worked at 2 days. It had a lasting effect on me, and when I hear about people getting treated like absolute crap, working at Starbucks, working at McDonald's, working at Taco Bell, it makes me feel sad, because I don't think that just having a different hourly wage, or having making more money, allows people to, it makes it right for people to look down upon others and say, hey, you're beneath me because you make, let's say, $8 an hour, and I make $25 an hour. I make double what you make. And I see that kind of behavior, and it makes me really sad when I see that. Yeah. So that's all. I think I hold on, yeah, so that's why, if I had a kid, I would want that kid to start working when they were 16 years old, because I think it really brings character, and I also think that it would instill within the kids always humble. Don't take things for granted. I look back at things, and I realized I was super freaking fortunate. Like, I had, my family sacrificed so much for me to go to private school, and I'm really thankful for it. But when I look back at my high school education, I didn't really learn much. I really didn't learn much. I went into college, and even though I had like a 3.33 GPA when I graduated from the private school, I went into college. I was kind of like a dumbass. And I can say that very openly. Just going to a private school doesn't mean much. So I wish that maybe my parents could have saved money and just used that money on my private school to save it for themselves, or spend it on more tutoring. So I had like tutoring too. I had Kumon, Kumon. I think that was $70 a month at the time. But yeah, Kumon was more of a helpful than my private school. Yeah. I know that's a taboo thing to say. Like, yeah, I felt like my college education. I mean, I felt like my private school education was a waste. But the consensus with what I talked to with people who graduated with me in that private school, yeah, it was a waste. It was overpriced. We didn't learn much. And these are people who had, good grades as well, or higher grades than me. Yeah. High school doesn't really mean much. That's my belief. High school doesn't mean much. It really means like what kind of, what kind of what's my call it? What kind of habits do you form? I think that's more important than wherever you graduated, whatever your alma mater is. Like nobody cares. Even if I mention like where I graduated, people will be like, "Oh, okay, cool." That's about it. It's like whatever. Yeah. No, it is not my idea that Lewis is looking for a property. I like where we live actually. I like how convenient it is. The only problem with it is the property around where we live is $1 million, $2 million. It's really expensive. Like owning property here in Brooklyn where we live is so expensive. It's ridiculous. And I think that people are getting priced out of Brooklyn. I see people moving out of Brooklyn a lot. That's one of the reasons why it's like I go out and like so many people toss things out since they're leaving. It's just what is the reason of staying in New York, right? If you lost your job, especially, or if your job you're able to telecommute, why would you stay in an area where the rent is, $2,000 or more a month just for like a little studio? Yeah, so I really like where we live though. I really like the reason why I like it is that it's so convenient. I really think location is something very, very important. If I want to go and buy groceries, it's just like a 5-10 minute walk away. That's it. There's so many little bodegas, so many little bodegas, like a corner store, like a deli. There's a bunch of them all around the place. There's a subway slash the train. I can take it over to Manhattan. Versus if we live in a remote area, I will have to drive or walk miles or bike miles possibly just to get to a grocery store. Malvern, for instance, Malvern, remember that place, the one with the 2% property, $20,000 a year property tax, that place? Beautiful neighborhood, but there's not too many grocery stores around. It's definitely a suburb. So you need a car. You definitely need a car. Versus where we live in Brooklyn, everybody either walks, they have a bike, or some people have a car. Yeah, that's really yeah, that I believe in that too. Like I look at my history classes that I took. I took history classes, social studies. I would have learned a lot more if I just sat down for 10 hours, listened to a documentary about the Mayans, the Aztecs, whatever, what went on with US history, Civil War, then spending weeks, months, years reading a history book. Like what was the point of that? Just I really think there should be a focus on just watching documentaries and then reading a book and then being tested on this stuff. And then I have to get tested on, okay, so what happened in this specific year, or what was the defining moment of this event. It's useless knowledge. Like overall, a lot of the stuff that I learned was useless knowledge. I don't even remember this stuff. Like I challenge a lot of people, can you remember what you learned in in history class in grade school, and then kind of take the same test you did and do it lower, if not better. A lot of people usually kind of forget about this. I know basic concepts, but I don't remember specific things or specific figures mostly. It was just a huge waste of time. I was lugging around those books, and those books aren't cheap either. Sit a kid down, have them spend 1 week or 2 weeks, right? I really think 2 weeks is pushing it. Have them spend like 1 week just watching about what happened in like the the 1300s to now, I think they would be getting a lot more knowledge overall than these freaking history books that we spend months, years spending time on. Yeah. And like even math, like I just know add, subtract, divide. I did learn trigonometry. I did learn geometry, but a lot of that stuff I kind of forgot. If I want to know about how to calculate diameter or radius, what do? I just go on Google, and then I figure it out, like what that equation is. But I don't remember this stuff off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm part of homeschooling. I feel that if kid was homeschooled, they would learn a lot more than kind of educational fluff that we see go around. I say that as a person, like I said, it's not like I was a bad student at all. It's just so much wasted time. So when I see about homeschooling people and they graduate, let's say when they're 13 or 14 and they get a head start, that's a really good thing. Like, yes, people have concerns about socialization, but what is a big difference? Okay, you don't have prom, you don't have, oh my goodness, you don't have prom, you don't have a lot of this stuff. Hold on.
Take your glue to me?
Who, me? Take my glue to me.
Erica.
I don't want to take my glue to me.
You're gonna take your glue to me? You did your squats and your bench press and your bent over row yesterday.
Hey, what is my do you remember what my weight is right now for my?
Erica, take your glue to me.
Oh gosh.
Okay. And your protein. Your
magnesium
and glue.
Hey, I have my protein powder coming in tomorrow.
Magnesium and glutamine. Take your glutamine. Erica, your glutamine.
Oh gosh. Yeah, he's been trying to get me to take this glutamine stuff. I'm like, okay, here is your lunch. So it is your vegetable rice with mandarin chicken thing that you like. Okay.
I'm hungry actually right now.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I only have this for you.
I'll take a protein shake. Erica, your glutamine? Clinton, make her take her glutamine.
What? Yeah, you guys get to see a black screen right now. Hey, what is your thoughts about the educational system?
It's garbage. It's not an education system, it's a prison system that because parents don't want to take care of their kids during the day while they go to work, so they put them into a prison called public education where they spend 6 to 9 hours a day in a room, absolutely and utterly miserable, hating life, hating the fact that they are in the room with a person that doesn't even like them under the pretend concept that you're going to be learning, when in reality I've learned more on the internet than I've learned from my teachers in 13 years.
But here's a question for you. When we were growing up, the internet wasn't as widespread as it is now. Like now you got the Zoom meetings, now you have Skype. I mean, we didn't really have that when we were growing up. A lot has changed.
I'm going to homeschool my kids. There's absolutely no way in hell if I choose to have children, I'm not putting them through a prison system.
I agree.
That's insane. Like, somebody has the right to tell you when you can or cannot go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Oh, yeah, don't forget you got a rehab. And don't forget you only got a 15-minute short recess. Remember that?
My kid would get expelled from school because he would follow my rules, not school rules. And my rules are if someone tells you cannot go to the bathroom, you go over to their feet.
You know, I was just telling chat that hold up, your phone. I was just telling chat that I felt like a lot of the stuff that is in the educational system is educational fluff.
No,
like,
it's
there's
not
just...
there to actually teach you. It's there to make up an excuse for you to be there so teachers' unions can make money and so that parents don't have to parent their children.
I don't know.
You're not learning things that are... Like, that's the thing. When you learn history, they don't even teach you the fun stuff. What were the cultural conditions that led to this conflict, that led to this battle? You don't learn that. You learn who is the general on this side. What is the name of the general on that side? What year was the War of 1812? I don't want to know. Who gives a fuck who the general is? What was the culture of the society? What were the schisms between the two different people in that society that led to them wanting to go to war? You don't get to learn that because you can't put that into a multiple choice test. You get to learn what is the name of the general, when did this battle take place. You learn all this crap that you will never use, that has no context in the real world whatsoever, and they dare to call it a fucking education.
Oh, here's a good one. what transpired during the war of something something, right? They'll be like, oh, what was the initial thing that led to this like long out drought or something? Like,
Erica, take your glutamine.
This glutamine.
Erica, you're gonna take your glutamine.
Whoa, holy crap, that's a big,
That's my protein powder.
okay. It's supposed to be
Get
2
yourself-
levels.
Erica, take your glutamine.
Oh my gosh.
Your glutamine.
You know, you guys, the hardest thing about working out is not me actually working out. It's me drinking these freaking protein drinks.
It's not a protein shake. It's your glutamine
It's
magnesium.
the protein shakes with the glutamine magnesium. I absolutely hate it. Especially because I bought this grass-fed wheat thing on Amazon. I'll come in tomorrow.
Emily Ram says teachers' union needs to be abolished. Yeah, I don't consider us to live in a civilized society until we live in a society where we don't imprison children, and until we're willing to act. Because here's the thing: when you were a kid, I know that you found prison to be to school to be a prison. The reason I know that you thought that is because every single person that I was in school with, in a school of over 1,000 kids, thought the same shit. There was like 1 or 2 kids that didn't see it that way, but if you asked any of us, we all thought that way. So there's no way I can extrapolate it in a school where almost 1,000 of the people all thought it was a prison, that when you extrapolate it to the entire country, that 99% of the students love school. No, they don't. What happens is you forget about your experience as you grow up. I think a lot of people betray their former selves. They betray their childhood selves and forget those experiences because they're no longer in the forefront of their mind, and they also don't have a better solution. And when you don't have a better solution, instead of admitting that this thing that we're doing doesn't work, they just keep doing it because you, quote, haven't come up with something better yet, which just makes me sick.
You should make a video topic about
I've made a few.
Oh really? But
Who
watched it though?
You'll be immediately smeared by people who say you're against education.
Hmm.
You're against educating children. No, I'm not against education. There's a reason that I put time in for 3 years before I even had monetization enabled on my channel into educating people in the field so that they could compete with me. I think education's a valuable thing. I don't call what we do to children today education by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, he's reading my chat, you guys. Oh, what's sent you? Doug sent you.
Erica, take your glutamine.
I did.
Did you put a glutamine scoop in there? I
did.
didn't see it. You put the normal protein without the
No,
glutamine,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I did.
Let me see. Is there white powder?
Look.
Okay, I see white
It's
powder.
that crappy powder.
It's probably cocaine.
Oh, whatever.
You need a hyper.
No.
Remember,
The hardest thing about this is not working out. It's actually these freaking protein powders. I dread each and every one of them.
school is a prison/daycare. Exactly. Listen, I'm either gonna have kids and treat them right, or I'm not gonna have kids. But I'm not gonna have kids and put them through fucking public education. That's just fucked up. I'm not doing it. If I have kids, I'm gonna do it right. I'm not gonna put them in an environment where they're gonna be bullied, where they're gonna have to deal with 6 hours a day in an environment where they can't go outside if they want to, where there's a person that acts like their dictator in the room for 6 hours a day. And people say that this is supposed to prepare you for real life. In what situation in real life are you in a room with 40 people who are the exact same age as you, the exact same education level as you, who are all forced to listen to one person writing the chalkboard who's 30 or 40 years older than you, who is a dictator who tells you when you can go to the bathroom? Like, when in real life do you genuinely have that?
Okay, not exactly, but isn't it argued that the school system conditions people to get used to working for a employer? Because if you work at a job, right, you have to tell them, hey, I'm going to take a bathroom break or something like that.
No, because at a job I can propose, I could say, listen, if I do my job this way, I can actually do the job better and faster, and I will be able to still get done what you want me to get done. Can I do that? And they'll say yes. Whereas in school, it's no, do it by the book. No, do it by the book. No, do it by the book. Secondly, at a real job, I don't have to raise my hand and go to the bathroom. If I have to fucking pee, I pee. We negotiate. There's no, you can't pee right now. At most jobs. I'm sure there's, if you're a paramedic and someone's dying in front of you, let's not be stupid with those examples. But I don't think, and further, even if it did prepare you for the jobs of 70 years ago, it does not prepare you for the jobs of now. You need creativity. You need free thinking. You need the ability to go outside the box and find solutions to complex problems and to disrupt the way that a system is presently working. And that's not what schools do. That's not what they prepare you for. Think about it. The person that came up with the idea of a PBX instead of following the quote rules and having you take a patch panel and do this every time somebody wanted to be put on hold or sent to a different office, You probably put millions of people in the country that did that out of business by creating a PBX. Like the whole way that our economy works, the way that innovation happens is not from this environment that you learn in school. You have to break out of that school environment. You have to break out of that way of thinking in order to properly function in the real world.
Yeah, yeah. But when I think about school, it also makes me think that you are conditioned not to challenge your teacher, right? It depends. Like in college, I guess it's more accepted. But when you're in grade school, when you're in high school, it's you have to listen to your teacher. If your teacher doesn't like what you're doing, they have the authority to punish you. They can put you in timeout. They can put you in detention. And of course, with the schooling system, you have rigid timelines, right? You need to write a 5-page essay by X date. So, yeah. I think homeschooling is a lot more efficient in terms of time, and it allows a kid to have more experience overall. You can, if you don't have to have your nose in the books all the time, then, and you can go out and see things, interact with people, it's more interactive. Like going to a museum, typically for where I went to school, we would go to a field trip once every couple months. I think it's a lot more interactive if you homeschool, and then if you, let's say you live next to a Civil War museum, you could actually check out that Civil War museum and spend 5 hours in there if you really wanted to, versus kind of glancing over it because you need to get back before the next period. Yeah. Homeschool is definitely a luxury. I think it mostly only works around areas where the cost of living is not too high, and then you can live maybe off of one parent's income. There are still places like that, but definitely not in freaking New York for a lot of people. And you see the prices of housing over here. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Now, I heard they have homeschooling meetup groups of sorts. So you have like groups where people who are homeschooling their kids, they kind of have these little play dates with their kids, and Hey, what are your opinions of charter schools? I don't know too much about charter schools, but
I'm not well enough informed to have an opinion.
Yeah, me too. I heard charter school is kind of like a private school, and if it's anything like my private school, then kind of nothing special. So when I graduated from high school, my tuition was about $10,600 yearly. Yeah, and I think I wonder how much my my high school tuition is now. I think last time I checked it was 17,000. Let's see. Let's see what the tuition is here. Oh, tuition, freaking expensive. Tuition 17,000. I checked 2 years ago. It is now $19,200 a year. K through 12. Can you imagine being a kindergartner and your parents are paying $19,200 for that? Frick. Crazy. What the kindergartner really learned that's worth $19,200. So if you go through all those years, right, you're looking at a lot of money. Let's put it that way, because the cost of private school only goes up. Freaking $19,200. Yeah. I remember my alma mater was asking us for money. They said, "Oh, do you want to donate to this thing?" I tell them no. So I don't think they dare to send me anything, because I made it abundantly clear to my alma mater that why should I help pay for another kid's private school tuition when I don't even feel like I got that much out of it. Yeah, 19,200. So when I graduated from high school, it was, I think, 10,600. Yeah. Hey, so my private school that I went to in Hawaii, it's now 19,200.
A year?
Yeah. It was 10,600 when I was there. Oh, so the private school Obama went to in Hawaii? No. It's put a whole school, right? That is like one of the cream de la creme kind of private schools in Hawaii. It's either Punahou or Iolani. Punahou now is $26,000 a year. $26,000 a year for Punahou. Oh my gosh. Freaking crazy. And Iolani, IOLANI, is 25,320. Can you imagine sending a kid to a $26,000 school a year? Like that. If you would put that money into a stock portfolio instead, at least you would be gaining money out of it, like a profit. Versus this kind of tuition, as a private school kid, you guys, I can tell you, you might have less people acting up, and you might wear a nice uniform, but I didn't really learn much from there. And it wasn't that I was a bad student. I want to stress that again. Overall, every single person that I spoke to, or every single person that I spoke to about our private school education, they said it was a waste of money. Every single person that I spoke to, it's like, what's the point of it? Nobody cares about your high school as much as your college. So that's my stance on it. Some people, I know, they send their kids to private school. You're protecting your kid from possible, more troublemakers or being with bad apples, since there is like kind of like a little bubble. But don't expect that kid to be really, really smart or have a heads up outside of that thing. You're better off just saving the money if you're doing $26,000 a year and getting them homeschooled, or getting some kind of like supplemental thing where maybe you're not homeschooling the kid, but you can pay someone else to teach the kid in a non-traditional class setting of sorts. Crazy. Yeah, so this is the this is where Obama went to. $26,000 a year. Look at that. Crazy. So kid would go what? Kindergarten, first grade, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would be what? 26 times 13. Like, what is that? 20. Let's do that. 26,000. And this is just going to go up every year, right? Times 13. You're potentially spending more than $338,000 on this kid's tuition just to send them from like kindergarten to senior. Yeah, and imagine if you put this money inside of a stock portfolio instead. Now, I'm 99% sure that a lot of the people who are spending this money on their kids, they probably already have, millions or a good amount of money. But frick, that's so much money. You're better off just putting in a stock portfolio. At least it'll go up in value versus decrease. Just a waste of money. Yeah, it's yeah. So I'm sharing this with you guys as a person who went to private school. You're right, actually. For $338,000, you could have the kid go across the United States, checking out every single museum, right? Civil War museums, maybe something had to do with colonial times, Native American museums, that kind of thing. In like a really interactive education system versus just sitting in a room for 8 hours a day, and then knowing that the teachers have to, knowing that $26,000 a year is frick. Yeah. So that is it. I actually made this into a separate stream. Okay, so Pop Jam, my experience from people who actually did go to private school. My group of friends in private school, we weren't bad students at all. You know, we were kind of like keep to ourselves kind of students. Some of them start working. Overall, a lot of the people that I know, they make their pay is $40,000. I would say on average in Hawaii. So the people who stay in Hawaii, there's not very many of my friends who do live in Hawaii now. A lot of them moved away. They make about $40,000, maybe $50,000. That's it. And the pay in Hawaii is not that great. It kind of caps out. I think the median wage for people that I was reading in Hawaii is about $50,000. The apartments in Hawaii is kind of like New York. It's really okay. It's not like as high as New York, but the rent is about $2,000 for maybe like a 2-bedroom apartment or so. Yeah. So you can imagine if you're only making $40,000 a year, and then your rent is $2,000, and then your of course food is not as cheap as it is in the continental U.S. It just, you really have to stretch your dollar. A lot of the people in Hawaii that I know, the smart people, and I say this as smart people, they budget a lot. The people who want to live like, let's say, they like Instagram tells you to do, you know, like spend, always go out to eat, they run out of money really freaking fast. I've grown up around a lot of people who are frugal as a result of this. Like I've seen, it's kind of like the budgeting habits is kind of ingrained in me. And part of it is because when I was growing up in Hawaii, outside of my private school education, you see how expensive things are. And, you know, you see how expensive food is, you see how expensive buying things is. It's just, you really have to be wise with your money. Yeah. So anybody who thinks that, you know, I'm spending ludicrous amounts of money in New York, and like, no, even in Hawaii, I was a really, really low maintenance kind of chick. A lot of people that I know in Hawaii, they're not doing very well. And I'm saying this is like people who are around my age. They're not doing very well. Um, Property, like to buy a place is so freaking expensive. Rent is up there. People who do live in homes, typically they live with their parents. Even if they are married, I've heard about people who are married and they move in with the parents. Like it's not unusual, even if both people have jobs, they still live with their parents because the rent is so freaking expensive. I knew this one person. I didn't know them personally, but they lived close to me. Their child, their son was a lawyer. They were like a city lawyer of sorts. That son had a wife, right? In order to go and buy a place, they had to move in with their parents for, I think, about a year or so. And, you know, this is someone who has two people who have make pretty good money, and it's like they moved in with the parents, and then they had to have the parents sell their property so they can all move in together. Yeah, because at one point it's just like, I've known people, you have like 8 people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. It's crazy. Yeah, and it's not, it's just because living in Hawaii is kind of expensive. You cannot, in my opinion, you cannot have like this kind of typical average lifestyle if you live in Hawaii, if you make, let's say, $50,000, because the money will dry out really quickly, especially if you're always eating out, or if you want to have like a car and you have car payments. It just doesn't stretch out very far at all. Why don't they build homes in Hawaii? Here's the thing. I lived in Honolulu, so that is on Oahu. We live on a tiny little island. There's not too much space for homes. A lot of the new development either is kind of outside of the city, and maybe it's, you know, you have like terrible traffic, terrible traffic. If you want to live within the city, kind of like 15 minutes away from a lot of things, you probably will live in an apartment. If you want to live in a house, you're looking at like $900,000 or so. Yeah, it's like expensive. Oh, preference, everybody wants to live in the city. Everybody wants to live in Honolulu, Hawaii, just because things are close by. Nobody wants to live, not, I don't want to say nobody, but not too many people want to live outside of Honolulu. Some people like they live in Pearl City, that's fine, but even the property there is expensive. No, they can't. It's a fixed area. So you can look it up. Honolulu, Hawaii. It's a small little. Let me see. Prices. Hey, look. Realtor.
Yeah, I'll be there at 4. I have to leave for a meeting on 5 or so. So sometime between 4 and 5.
Let's see here. Let's find the Honolulu prices over here. You guys can see it.
All right. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you need from me?
Okay, here we go. Here's Honolulu. So like this one, 588 square feet. This is actually not too bad, but you're not factoring homeowners costs. I mean, homeowners associations, bullshit. So the place that I live in Hawaii, our homeowners fee every month is like $800. What is this one? See, this looks affordable, right? Like this looks really affordable, but what is the homeowners? Oh, hold up a second. Let's see, because I've seen places where the homeowners is freaking expensive. I wouldn't be surprised if this place like 800. We'll see. Oh my goodness, why is this thing lagging so much? Come on. This freaking site. Come on. Grr. This site is not loading. Is it not on here? Yeah, I kind of feel like I need to get killed too. I don't know if it's on here. Oh, I got the pinwheel of death. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see. Let's go back here. Okay, here we go. Maybe it's not up. Let's see. Oh, this is, look at this, 400. Oh, this is close where I live. Look at this, green. This, where is it? Come on. 1 bedroom, 1 bath for $418,000. Oh, wait, did you see that? 326.27 square feet. Hey, look. Oh. Look at that. 320 square feet for $200,000. Isn't that crazy? Let me see this. Come on. Okay, let me go back. This is not bad, actually. Come on. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, this is not. Look at the building. Hawaiian King. Oh, it has to be around. It has to be around Waikiki. That Hawaiian King. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, this is definitely a hotel of sorts. Okay. Where's the? How come I have the photo? Oh, exit gallery. Let's see. Yeah, international marketplace. Let's see. See more. How much is? Okay, it's 74,000. How much is the homeowners? I'm sure homeowners has to be some. Oh, here we go. What? Really? Wait, hold up a second. Customize. Uh-oh, that's not good. You know, this is not bad, actually. This is really not bad. That's just me though. Condo. Oh wait, leasehold. Wait, leasehold means you only get it for X amount of time, right? If I remember correctly. Is that right? Am I right, you guys? Oh, here we go. Maintenance, $450 a month. I don't know what leasehold is though. I don't know what the. I know there must be like a X amount of date that you can do that. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, 74,000 seems like an absolute steal compared to what you get in New York. Oh, this is cute. Let's see this. Oh, 588 square feet. Look at that. Rarely available. Okay. Ooh, pastry shop. Ooh, that's good. Let's see what we got here. How come these homeowner fees are not open? What is this? Not fee simple? What is this? How come you're not giving me the why am I not getting the cost of it? I want the homeowners fee. That's the one that really matters. It's the homeowners. But let's look at this place. Oh, so tiny. Oh, this no. Look at this freaking counter space. Oh, it's like nothing. Yeah, this looks kind of claustrophobic to me. It's cute though. I like this one a lot more. But it's only 508 square feet. One bed, one bath. Here you go. A little bit more expensive. Oh, this is nice. Grandma lives, actually. Wow. I remember hearing that the homeowners association fee here is like $1,000 or something. It's really. Yeah, let's see here. Open houses. I can't go to any of these open houses. Okay. How come they don't tell you the homeowners fee? Like, they don't say the homeowners fee at all. Like, why is that, you guys? Any idea? Why do you think there's no homeowners fee? Oh, look at this. Hawaii Kai is an expensive area. Yeah. Look at that. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,680,000. Miller Street. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Luna Lila Home Road. Oh, put a home. Let's see. Wow, that seems pretty affordable. 530,000 for 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I'm worried about homeowners fee though. That's the only thing. Wait. Under rented for at $3,600 a month. Exchange property? What? Uh-oh, now pet friendly with homeowners association board approval. Yep, no, I don't think so. Screw that. And there's no freaking homeowners fee. Why is there no homeowners fee for a lot of places? That's all I want to see. Oh, ooh, this is pretty. Oh, this is such a pretty property. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Wow, look at that. 9,291 square feet. Ooh, New Valley. Oh, okay, that's. Look at that. Oh, look, it looks like a compound. Doesn't that look nice? Ish. Okay, which one is yours? This one I think is yours, right? That's your neighbor, yeah. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, no, you get the mountain too. I know what the hell you can do over there. You get that upward slope on the mountain. Look at this, great. I'm worried about the falling rocks over there though. Yeah, it's like a concrete thing. Okay, it's not the greatest. Yeah. Kind of looks prison-y. This is just me, or does it look kind of prison-like? Actually, I think my ex bought a home in New Valley. I gotta ask him what his address is. He showed me pictures of it, and I think he got it for like $900,000 or something. Oh, let's see here. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a lot of the property house prices in Hawaii went down. Wow, look at this. $4 million house. Wow, look at that. Remember what $4 million buys you in Brooklyn? This is what $4 million in Hawaii buys you. Like a freaking castle. Yeah, let's see. See, I think money stretches a lot further in Hawaii versus in New York, which is kind of strange. But this is pretty. Ooh, let's look at this one. Oh, look at these windows. Ooh. I'm just window shopping. Wait, hey, did I click on two? No, I did not. Come on, MacBook. Maybe I need to get a newer MacBook. It's kind of old, sluggy. Hey, what was that? I clicked on two and it gave me this one instead. Grr. Wow, look at that though. See, you can see Diamond Head. That is a really good location if you can see Diamond Head from that angle. That's like coveted space. Okay. Oh, that's it. Look at that freaking small ass stove. Wow, that's a huge pile of driftwood over there. Oh, look. They have a little tuxedo cat. Is it just me, or does the doors look really narrow? Okay, that looks... What is the point of this picture? You showing me a toilet, you guys? What is the point of showing me this angle? It's like so freaking small. Okay, whatever. Homeowners insurance. Whoa, hold up a second. What do you mean homeowners insurance, $40 a month? This is kind of nice though. I mean, I couldn't see. I feel like this is such a waste because most of the pictures were showing me the freaking toilet. I don't know why. Why are you showing me the toilet? Yeah, it is small. I agree. Oh no! See, I gotta do that. Yeah, but anyway, so that is what you get in Hawaii, which seems like it's an absolute steal compared to New York. It's just my take. But Lewis doesn't like Hawaii because he finds it's really warm. And I'm thinking like, no, I don't think it's warm at all. But then again, you know, I'm a lot more acclimated towards warmer weather versus like right now, I feel perfectly fine. I'm a tropical girl, so. Oh, I remember this place. This is a place that I always passed by when I was a little girl. Wait, look at, okay, I gotta show you this one. Look at this. Look at this building. Like, it's been here since at least the 90s. I remember growing up and it was right freaking, I always saw it. Okay, I don't know why you're showing me this. Okay. Waikiki Landmark. That was it? Okay, so it kind of looks like this, and this building has been here forever. 483 square feet for $299. Let's see how much the price is. Oh, see, it went up. It used to be $230. Now it's $299. Oh, there's no homeowners association again. No homeowners association. I don't know what's up with this. Like, tell me what the homeowners association stuff is. Oh, look at this. $1.25 million. Look at that. Isn't that cute? How much, 4 cars? 4 2-bedroom. What's a 1031 exchange? Do you guys know what this is? How much square feet is it? Oh, look at that. Do you think you can turn this into residential? I mean, mixed use? Maybe, maybe not. TLC. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. So you got 5 little parking spots. Ooh, this is pretty. How come this is so cheap? Wait a second, this homeowners association must be killing. This has to be really freaking expensive. There's no way this is only $70,000. No way. Wait a second. Lease expires in 2027. Ah, boo. Boo. Hey, you want to do the fee simple stuff. You don't want this crappy, cheap thing where you have to get out at 2027. Screw that. Let's see, more filters. Was it here? Come on. Listing. No. Property type. You want. How can I do fee simple here? Okay, hold on. Property type. Let's do condo. Actually, you know what? Hell, let's do condo. I'm curious. No. Oh, no. Yeah, I think the price of real estate went down in Hawaii. I don't remember it being like this. It used to be more expensive. What the fuck is there to do in Hawaii, really? See, Hawaii is a good place to retire, but it's not a really good place to work at, in my opinion, unless you have like a federal job or something. Exchange existing property. Oh, I see you guys. Yeah, best place to buy is actually let's look at the prices of a house here then. House, let's do single family. Do that. And then let's see, at least 2 bedrooms, at least 2 bathrooms. Let's see how much this is. What the beep is this? It's like a little, look at this, it's like a little fortress. Can you see anything here? What? What is this? Do you see this? That's it. You just see the front gate. What is this? Yeah, okay. Oh, look at this $19 million home. Ah, look at that. Look at this home. Whoa. Whoa, that's nice. $19 million. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, look at this. I gotta show you guys this. Oh, look at the little, oh, this is so cute. That is so cute. It kind of reminds me of a food land, though, if anybody knows what food land is. St. Louis Heights. Yard with tropical plants. Ooh, let's see this. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Okay, not the best, but it works. Look at that door. Look, look at this. Oh wait, do you have a mango tree? I think that's a mango tree. That looks like a mango tree to me. Wait, where's the plants? Did I see the plants here? Oh yeah, I do see the plants. Oh, look at that. Oh, so cute. So cute. See, all these homes are like $1 million. Look at that. Wow. Wow, $2 million. Jeez. This looks like a prison. I think that one looks like a prison right here. Does this look like a prison to you? This looks like a prison to me. Let's click it. I don't know, this kind of looks like a prison to me. Looks like a loading dock. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Looks like an office. Okay, so the outside is not the greatest, but the inside's not bad.
Yeah, it's not a great chance of recovering knowledge. There is one, it's just pretty low. But you only pay here if you can.
Oh, look at that. Oakley. $1.2 million. Yeah, so yeah, stuff's expensive. So you can see a lot of the homes in Hawaii. Ooh, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. Jeez. A lot of the homes in Hawaii, they are like $1 million. Wow, look, someone's actually gonna buy this property. Look at that. 5 million. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg bought that property or so. Yeah, this stuff's... Yeah, so Hawaii property is expensive. And yeah, I'm gonna have to end this stream, you guys. I really need to buy groceries. We don't have much, and I need to drop off the stuff at the community fridge. Our whole fridge is like packed full of yogurts right now. Packed! So I will talk to you guys later. And I'm kind of happy that it looks like some Hawaii places did go down in value, but the houses are still regularly like $1 million or more. Oh, so expensive. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Come on. Look at this. This is a $2.6 million home. Oh, this has to be... Oh, this is far away. Yeah, that's not in town. I'm a huge townie, so I would only like to live in a certain area. Oh, yeah. That's when I play the game and I had problems. Yeah. This one's nice. I'm gonna end it with this one, you guys, so you guys can see this $4 million place. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a castle? Wow. That is so spacious. Whoa, look at this. Isn't this nice? It's this etched glass thing. Gosh, it's so pretty. Looks like a hotel, doesn't it? Whoa, I feel like this is slip and slide. Like, you walk through this thing and if you slip, there goes your hip. Possibly. Wow, look at this closet. Man, that's a big closet. Actually, this closet is much bigger than our bed. You see how small this bed look? Like this has to go all the way down here. Yeah, look, they have 2 beds side by side. And they have someone over here so they can watch you while you sleep. No, I'm just kidding. Why do they have this old style TV over here? Isn't it a Sony Trinidad or something like that? Oh, you got your own viewing room. Something tells me this place... Look at that. It's like a little nest thing. Look at all these rooms, you guys. Wow. Like a little mansion over here. What am I saying, little mansion? 6,500 something square feet. Oh, look, it didn't really go up in value, see? Because they bought it for 4.7 million, and they're trying to sell it for 4.7 million. I think it's just so expensive, you don't want to. 24-foot ceilings. Wow. Wow, fancy. So this is one of those properties, I think it's just so freaking expensive, it hasn't really gone up much in value. Or maybe they want to unload it and they figure, hey, not everybody has $4.7 million to just drop off for that. But look at that. Nice. Yeah, this is so much cleaning area. If you lose a cat here, you will be finding it and searching and searching and searching and searching and searching. Look at that. So much rooms. So many rooms, my bad. Yeah. So, yeah, I guarantee you these people definitely have a house cleaner, for sure. It's not one person cleaning, windows upon windows. It's not like one person is cleaning this and this. Hint, hint, hint. Yeah. So, I'm going to talk to you guys later. I will see you. Take care.